What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode. Today is a different episode. It seems like I lost my video I had previously recorded, but so this episode is going to be mainly focusing on installing my Glowe Industries Underglow since I traded in my WRX and I got an STI. So as you can see, futurely, you'll see that in the image that I'm installing a new Underglow set since the previous one I wasn't so happy about. It was bright, but it wasn't bright enough. I wanted more competition level, and that got highlighted when I went to not Clean Culture. When I went to HIN, that inside the event it wasn't really bright, so I ended up changing it. So in this episode, I'm gonna explain how I did it, or how I installed it. From the moment I created harnesses and how I pretty much I got the kit, then I created my harnesses, and I explained on the video how I am going to install it via panels, and where I'm going to tuck in the cable, how I'm going to run it throughout the car, and how it's going to go into the trunk, and how it's going to all play together. Obviously this video is post when I actually already done, so it is really cool. I love it, but stay tuned. Hope you like this video. If you like it, don't forget to smash that like, subscribe, share. I appreciate that, and stay tuned. I mean, I've gotten a massive amount of information and requests and comments on the other Underglow set, so in this time I'm gonna be focusing on the Glowe Industries as a comparison to the other one. So stay tuned. Hope you like it. Alright, so the way it goes is I have the split up cables here, and I have three, right, which is red for current, black for ground, and yellow for signal, which I already have marked here, right? But because I'm doing two, I pretty much have to do a piggyback of current and ground, right, which are these two for both of them. So what I have to do is I have to match these two, ignore the signals. I have to do red to red, red with red, toggle them up. It's gonna be a little hard, but I got one done, so I'm sure I can do this one too. So toggle them up, then black to black, but let's start with red, right? Then we're gonna get the red one here, and what we're gonna do is we're going to use our provided little solder tubes that came with the kit, and we're gonna insert one. It's going to be the small side. There's a small side and a big side, right? The small side is gonna go, well, first of all, I want to insert a little tube because I like doing the whole should we call it the shrink wrap on top of it. So I want to make sure that I do it right. This is too small, so I'm going to use a little bigger, and then I'm going to insert it. Right, this is enough. Is it enough? Let's see. Is it big enough? Not big enough either, so I'm going to use a little bigger. Let's see, this one is enough. This one barely fits, so no, I don't want to. I want a little more loose, so bear with me. I'm going to do a little bigger, this one should be good. There we go. So this one, I'm going to insert it in the actual cable itself, right here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do for all of them right now. so I don't forget. Black, black. It doesn't matter to me the colors, so I'm just gonna put them all. The cable color is what matters, not the actual cover. But so yeah, so you get the small one and you insert it in the red one, since we're doing the red one. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get both reds, and for the time being we're gonna insert them to a point where they meet, right? But like the solder has to be right in the middle of the cables. You guys follow what I'm saying? So the little metal part, the little metal tube, as you can see here, is going to be melting in between the cables, and it's gonna pretty much lock them into place, right? So for this, you need to finesse your skills and make sure you do it right so they're touching, right? So this is going to be a little tricky, but I did already once, so I should be able to. What I'm gonna end up doing is, wait, I messed up. I got this out. I have to put this back in. Then here, I'm gonna put this back in here, and then we're gonna, small one goes in here. Here we go. And then these two are going to go in together, and they're going to be soldered together, right? So now they're in the middle, or semi in the middle. There we go. I'm gonna heat them up. As you can see, they're all together now. I wanted to make sure that they don't come off, so I ended up going above and beyond, and I put another one. So you pretty much repeat that with all the cables times 4, and then that should be your harness.
So yeah, so this is how the harness looks. So it's 3 cables, but I ended up doing a cross where I split the 2 positives and the 2 negatives into the same, and then run signals by themselves. I'll explain a little more into details in a little bit on the video.
Alright, so we are back at it, and I am blocking the ends of the strips, so that way Nothing goes into these little pieces because they're gonna be like left out since I'm doing individual zones. So let's check it out. So make sure you always look at the arrows and the way they're going. In this case, the arrows goes this way, which means this is my middle of the bumper for the back bumper. This is gonna be covered. This one is gonna connect to the harness. here's what happened. I have finished the first side. Ignore this, I'm gonna cut it. But I have hung the first strips into the body, which I still have to figure out how to make it stay, but it's supposed to be glued. On the edges is a little iffy. But yeah, so that's that. I tucked in the cable all the way around the wheel well. Then underneath the panel all the way. Then you can see it comes out here. And then once it comes out, all the strips go around the wheel well, under the bumper, around on the very top of the exhaust so it doesn't burn it. Come around through the hole, the drain hole, and then here's my cable. It's pretty late, so I'm gonna call it a night. Tomorrow I should be able to finish the second part, which is this side, the side strips, which should be easy because technically speaking I should just glue. Middle comes the connectors. I hide it through the body, comes around the wheel well, in through the side, plug it in through the strips because the strips are already here. As you can see, I have the strips already in place. As you can see, I have it there. Then it's gonna come connecting through that side, through the bumper, connect here, go in the same way as the other one went in. So, and then after that, it should be easier since all I have to do is just connect to the box. And then it should be good. So stay tuned. Tomorrow will be another day. Today's pretty late. Good night. So update. I finally finished running the cables. Got them all through here. Through the drain hole. That's from this left side, passenger side. This is from driver's side. So they're all connected from underneath, as I mentioned. They're all gonna be connected. Run it through there, through the other side. Now I think I'm gonna place the panel here on this corner. We'll see, stay tuned. All right guys, so here we have finished up the job. So I connected the ground to this bolt, which was, I don't know, I think this is for the taillights or something like that. And then I ended up using the panels that they came with. One for, this one I actually got an extra. This did not come with the kit. This one did, which is power. So I used the power one to power that from the front of the car, which came from here. And then this one came all the way from the fuse tab. And then as you can see, I wired all my signals based on the strips that I plugged in, based on the cables that came from the harnesses. And then I did so one power that comes into the power box powers everything. And then I just want to say before I continue, so I wanted to give a shout out to Daniel's, sorry, I'm spacing out, it's been a long couple of days. Daniel, the rep from Glowe Industries, he's been helping me out with this. So he actually explained everything, the way that it's supposed to be connected and how it works. And so yeah, so he has shown me, and he's the one that explained to me everything I'm about to tell you. But for the purpose of this video, I have shown exactly what this is and the way it is. So yeah, so let's get going. So yeah, so as I was saying, the one power comes from the harness from fuse tab on the front of the car, and then powers this whole box. That one cable powers it, and then all cables from the harness, which are the strips, come, the power ones go there, so they can get the power from there. Same thing goes with this, which is the ground. One point goes to the box, you can say the ground box, and then what that does is it gives pretty much ground to all of it. And then from this one and this one, I run one wire to the actual signal box, and then all the yellow and red ones are supposed to be signals for the actual underglow. It's as straightforward as that is. I was able to connect it with my fuse tab, and I was able to do a switch. I still have to figure it out which one is the continuous one, so I still gotta do that. But For the time being, I connected to the one that works. So here I'm gonna power the car on. Here we go. And as you can see, my relay is connected to a fuse tab. And then my, which by the way, I found the fuse tab that is for, I connected to the 20-volt plug as well for the actual for the fuse for the relay, and I connected to the door lock for the actual switch, the toggle switch. So I have the toggle switch here. Toggle switch turns it on, and then with the toggle switch, once it's on, I'm able to control it with the application or this little handy controller that comes with the Bluetooth connector. And as you can see, we have finally power in the strips, and I can change the modes, colors, and stuff. This is super bright, I have to admit, but I'm gonna leave that for later, for whenever I do the actual outside of the garage video. But this is supposed to be the brightest. Let me switch it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 1, and then 8. I'm using the controller, but I haven't programmed the controller, so for that, like, I think that's why this one is white. But let me open the application so I can show you. And so on and on, and as you can see, it's like super bright. It shows all over everywhere. Like, I'm gonna do a little bit of without light. That's what it looks like without some light. It's pitch black. Like, this is genuinely the brightest I've seen. And the lights are on because I have the car on, but you can see here how bright this is. This is me dimming them. This is me making them brighter. So that's the brightest it gets. Now all I have to do is make sure I tuck in all the wires, put them nicely, maybe put them in the harness wrapping, put back the interior, and should be good to go. Oh yeah, I was showing you guys. So as you can see here, I have a switch, a toggle switch. As you can see, the car is on, right? Then I hit the toggle switch, and that's it. It's all gone. So I have to hide that, plug that in. It's on a fuse tab to ground, and I have to find one that I'm able to connect it without having to. I mean, ideally, I want to have it even the car is off. When the car is off, so I have to find a fuse that is constantly running. So yeah, that should be the next one. And then yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated. I'm gonna post some comparisons on the Glowe Industries picture. I'm gonna take a couple of pictures, and when I had the one-up lighting on the Glowe on the previous car, and then you guys will see the difference. I definitely can see it. I mean, video doesn't do any justice, but I can't wait to go out meet on Saturday, and you guys will see it in the dark. It's gonna look awesome. So let's take care of this, and I'll show you guys some pictures in a minute. Stay here. Oh yeah, and while I'm at this, so if you haven't hit the subscribe or the like and share, please do so. My name is Juan. I'm here trying to show you guys what I do
with my car and how much I love cars and doing that. So I have a lot of videos and footage. I haven't uploaded, but I'm trying my best. I have a busy family. Thankfully, I'm blessed. 2 kids, and I'm married, so it's not easy. So stay with me. All right, cool. Here you go. So we have finally finished it. It's all covered up like normal, like it never happened before. All buttoned up. So let's do a quick recap, right? I did install strips from that corner, 1 strip, 2 strips, 3, actually no, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and consecutively 11 and 12. So it's all wired up. I did not drill because I used the plastic and carbon fiber to glue. And I also bought these very helpful pins that are 3M tapes that they're actually the ones that hold the extra cable, like the union. So in the edges on this side and the edges on this side. And so every end of the strip that has the extra connector, I use one of these to hold it in place. And then it actually worked out because it's hidden. There's no cables. I ran the cables from underneath wheel well, underneath the actual plastic piece, which is these, where it wraps around, where it wraps. That's what I tucked it in, as I mentioned in the previous video. And I am able to pull it through the plug into the area where I have my taillights box, and that's where it sits. For the inside, what I did was I write a fuse tab for the actual toggle switch and for a relay. As you can see here, the relay, have a relay, toggle switch turns it on. I can either go on the app or I can use this attached controller where it does the job. And why isn't it working? Maybe because I'm farther from the Bluetooth. Oh, sorry. I am running it on constant power, so I need to turn this on first. Then this is what turns it on. There we go. And as I mentioned before, different modes, effects, and stuff. And you have full power on the application to do all of this.
So yeah, so then we have the screen right here, and we're able to handle the actual the strips with all the color, and we have different sequence, and then we can switch them to different colors. We could choose from the palette, and it's gonna show. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you what I mean. The application name is Bandlan X. And it's going to ask to connect. Once it's connect, as you can see I'm on all, and I'm going to use, you can select effects and then through the wheel change them, or you can select the wheel and then change color as you wish. So I have purple, I have red, I have green, I have dark blue, yellow, teal, oh sorry, pink, hot pink, teal, and white. I love white. Let's go around and then do it with the same on the front. So we have red again, so bright, green, blue, yellow, hot pink, teal. Now keep in mind, you can still control, full control of the wheel of whatever color you want. It just gives you the hex code, and then you can set it up. Right? Green. So this is, and with light. I have full lights, 3 different lights. Let me go and show you guys without. Actually, before I do that, one other cool thing about my setup is you can control the strips. I have a setup, again, thank you Daniel Garsdale for helping me with this setup. So if you guys, I want to take the opportunity, like if you guys need that, hit him up. He'll take care of you. He was there with me day 1 through now. He has helped me, he has guided me, and he has shown me how to connect all the strips independently, because this is the cool stuff about my setup. It's not just one color all, you can do so much more. Check it out. I have my strips. I want to do this front strip, I wanted to do blue instead of green. Right? That's blue. Everything else is green. Right? This is blue, but everything else is green. Right? And I say, well, you know what? I want to go to the other side of the front, and I want to set it to be purple. Oh, that's what's up. Which, by the way, in the screen looks pink, I guess because of the color. But if I take away the, it still looks pink. So I don't know. In the phone looks pink. Maybe not. Maybe it's just my screen. And then if, let's just say I want to do teal, right? Yellow, rather. There we go. That's yellow right there. And then I say, well, you know what? I want to do the sides in a different color, right? So I'm going to do that color. I want to do, I don't know. I'm feeling like red. So let me go to the other one, and let me go to the other one and do red. Right, now I have red, yellow, blue, teal. But then what if I want to do the back? And I don't know. What if I want to do, let's just switch from here. What if I want to do light blue. Let's say light blue, right? See 00FF, and I'm gonna go to the other one, and I'm gonna do 00F. Let's just do light blue from there, right? Matching him. Now we're matching in, right? So now I have so many different colors. Now that applies to also not only the colors, but the actual effects. So you can set any effect on any strip you want, and you can do different flows, different ways of how the underglow effect flows. So you can have one going around, you can have going inwards on the front, inwards on the back, inwards on the sides. You can have going outwards on all sides. It just like limitless. So of course that's one of the things that I love about this. And then of course you can set all to be whatever you want. So what if I do green color, blue color, pulsation, let's do red, blue, white. Let's see, what if I do meteor rain, right? But I want meteor rain in right? But I want meteor rain in green, or meteor rain in blue. How about meteor rain in red? Right? You can switch all that in the app, which is so awesome. Like the application is so friendly. You can just do all that. But as I mentioned before, let me do that on the darkness. Right? See how bright this is? It's like legit. Green, blue, purple. Wow, that's bright. That's bright. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Glowe Industries Underglow. I am so excited for the weekend. I can barely wait. Stay tuned. I'm going to upload some pictures, and I'm going to take some videos for you guys to see the comparison of how it looks in here than it looks on the outside on the parking lot, and in comparison to the Underglow that my boys has. So let's take care of it. Let's see. And again, another shout out to Daniel Garzale. If you guys need anything, I'm going to put all the information in the comments. But yeah, so stay tuned.